Hi, I think I'm live here and I'd like to say hello. Okay, thank you, Simran. And I see we're live here. I'd like to say hello to one and all. I don't know how many people are watching right now, but to introduce ourselves, we represent a company called Elon House. We're creating a platform to make homestay. We're trying to be the McDonald's of homestay. We're trying to make the different aspects of homestay easily predictable in terms of, we don't want any surprises. When people come in for a homestay and stay at a place, we want the whole experience to be predictable. So what we've done is right now we've created a minimum viable product where we've got about 4 or 5 houses, and we've been working on those houses on an experimental basis. We have and we've generated all paid reviews in platforms like YouTube, Airbnb and stuff like that. So we've got about 200 plus guests, about 223 guests have stayed with us, of which about 100 plus have reviewed us. So we are available on Airbnb. You can just search for us. We're called Vacation House, or we are available on our Smile House or Eco House. We've got like three places you can search for and see the reviews real time. So what we're trying to do here is in terms of us, me and my co-founders together have collectively stayed in about homestays in about 28 plus countries. And what we've kind of realized from this experience is some of the times have been really bad in terms of the sort of scary experiences we've had in terms of homestay has been real. Just 1 minute. I hope that's better. Sorry, I had some disturbance because I'm standing near the window for a better network. Sorry about that. So we had some nightmare experiences in terms of we went to a homestay in Egypt. It was in a warehouse. The beds were on the floor. All sorts of crazy things. So what we are trying to do is we're trying to set standards of homestay where people who come in for a homestay, we coordinate with the owners of the houses and get the houses ready so that when guests come in, or when the house is managed by a lone house and we have a guest coming in, there is a standard that is brought in, and people can just go. We set the standard so they know. See, there are already booking platforms, numerous booking platforms. If you take Make My Trip, Clear Trip, Trip Yatra, Airbnb, Booking.com, Trip Vista. I mean, so many. I'm not even able to remember, the this thing. But in that, there's a big shortage in terms of in this very ecosystem. There is a shortage in terms of homestays which are relevant, viable, and people can blindly go and stay in these homestays in terms of expect a certain quality standard. So the next step in our process is what we're doing is we've divided these properties in terms of two ends of the curve. On one end of the curve, we have super economy properties. On the other end of the curve, we have super luxury properties. And we hope that everything else will fall in between these two, in between this curve. So what we're doing in terms of the super economy properties is like whatever property is there in terms of basic availability, based on our research of our MVP in terms of our minimum viable product, we've got a clear idea in terms of what exactly is it a customer needs when he goes in for a homestay. So, since we know what a customer wants when he goes in for a homestay, what we're trying to do is we are trying to get the customer, see that these deliverables are given to the customer in world class standards. So, we've sat down and worked out some sort of scheme for that in stage one. So, our product is ready and we've automated a lot of in terms of the actual homestay process, when you come into the house, meet the guests, things like that, we've automated a lot of that process. So that's like saved us quite a bit of time and money, and it will save the homeowner money also. And it will help out the guest also because it's a seamless entry and a seamless exit. So a lot of the check-in process we're automating, we are spending money in terms of getting it automated. So that is in terms of step two. Now, in terms of step three, what we're trying to do is we're trying to pick up a certain quantity of houses. We're looking at a list of 250 in the first year and 250 in the second year on lease. And then what we're going to demonstrate is with this 250, we will have some sort of a nucleus in terms of set customers, set base, where we have our own team in place to manage this, etc., etc. And we can add on more houses with this. These 250, these 500 houses will generate revenues and represent exactly what we're trying to do in our own methodology. With with no changes, nothing, with exactly how we're going to do it. So at this point of time, when when we're able to demonstrate this, then we can get people to sign on and build credibility. So right now, in terms of we need the investments to sit down, build credibility, get things into place, so that we have a team in place, and that credibility can be built up in terms of the volume. At a very small volume, we're able to demonstrate this quite easily. And in terms of, we don't see any challenges in terms of scaling up the volume, because 250 and all represents nothing. 250 represents nothing. So in terms of scaling up the volume, because about 80-90% of the process of our check-in and the whole stay is automated. So, and even the cleaning process, we're trying to automate as much as possible. And we're designing the house with the cleaning in mind. We are designing a house with little or no cleaning, or the the uh, the cleanliness factor of the house, because you can't measure cleanliness. Cleanliness is a perception. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to see how do see that this is perceived clean in the best possible way, and what are the things we do in terms of to build up this perception. So that's where we are right now, and we've got Joy. I've got Joy with me, who's an operations and finance person. We've got Satish, who's a pure ops person, and all of these are co-founders. And we've got Rakesh, who should be joining us any month soon. So that's our basic team, and that's what we're all about. And here is what we're trying to do. So, in a simple thing, we're trying to be the McDonald's of homestay. We're trying to set predictable standards in terms of homestay. There is a problem area over here where there is no standard in terms of a homestay. We're trying to bring that on board, and there is an opportunity here in terms of the homestay market is growing at a blistering pace, and the growth of hotels has started growing negatively. And going down the line, governments will support homestays greatly, because they give more value to a house, and build up the value of a house in terms of keep the property prices stable and things like that. So that's basically it. Will there be any questions that anybody has to take, and anything else? If there's, that's my basic pitch, and I look forward to having you people stay in our properties and see the properties live, so that you know exactly how we're working and exactly what we're doing. It's FlySush. Use my coupon code FlySush. You can look around for our properties online. You'll find them pretty easily. Use code FlySush, and I'll give you guys a big discount. So thank you very much. And thank you for your time. I